class. Kris Haskins here with the realestateroundup.com. Today I'm hanging out with Greg Hucks.
What's up, my brother?
How you doing, sir?
Good, man. Good.
Honor, fellow real estate investor. I wanted to bring him to you. This is the first of many editions of Real Estate Reality.
Real estate reality.
Thanks, Greg.
Yeah.
I gotta thank him for that one. Came with that one.
Yeah.
So before we get started, we're gonna be getting into some juicy stuff, real estate training today. But I have to at least ask you to subscribe to my channel here. Take 2 seconds. Please forgive my dog, Greg. He's gonna make a noise.
Oh, that's my buddy now. We're good, man.
Subscribe to the channel below. Like the content. Leave a comment so we can bring you whatever information you want to see, what content you want to see, so we can help you. My goal is to uplift the financial literacy of my community through real estate investing. That's what I like to do, Greg.
Awesome.
Let's get started with you, Greg. Tell me a little bit about yourself, where you are, what you do.
Well, my name is Greg Hucks. I'm from Smithfield, Virginia.
Okay.
A little small country town.
Nice out there.
Yeah. Grew up in the same house. Mom, dad.
Nice.
Same school, literally.
Okay.
High school, from 9th grade to 12th grade.
Same one school?
Same one school.
Good God.
Right. So this, yeah. And came over here, moved to the shipyard, worked in the shipyard for 12 years.
Oh, wow.
And I just came into real estate investing about 6 years ago.
Okay, cool. What year was that? Give me just.
Oh man, it was like, so I bought my first condo at 24. Then I was like, it's not so bad. Interest, get on like good stuff. So I started about 07,
okay.
Actually, a little bit before the big dip.
So you saw the crash.
Yeah.
You kind of in the game.
I reaped the benefit of the crash because actually they was giving away $8,000 non-refundable, and that's why I bought my house. I was like, $8,000, like
they giving it away.
Yeah, they giving it away. Yeah, so that's what.
Good. So you got your condo with that.
Yes.
Good for you. All right, Greg. First thing I wanted to talk to you about. So much to discuss with you, brother.
Yes.
Before I get to my first, pleasing personality. Now, are you doing real estate full time, part time, or sometimes? Tell me about your schedule a little bit.
All right, I do real estate part time, but I operate it as if though it's full time because
Gotcha.
It's not stopping the system in which I'm conducting my real estate. So I'm quote unquote a part time, but I operate it on full time.
Yeah. And for our viewers, somebody wanted to get into the business, Greg. What could you tell somebody, because you do work, you have a job.
Yeah.
What could you give for our viewers that have day jobs, and what advice would you give to them to getting into real estate?
What I would first say is to educate yourself.
Okay.
They have tons of free content through YouTube, through podcasts.
Yeah.
There's numerous ways to learn the actual business. Mm-hmm. So once you learn business, you're able to then understand the jargon and how to communicate, and then you slowly, get yourself inside the steps, like local PRIA meetings. That's a great way to find, like-minded people who's trying to do something.
So what is PRIA?
PRIA is the Peninsula Real Estate Investing Association.
Gotcha.
Which is a place where, like I said, local investors congregate to share different information and it's collaborating in the network, honestly.
So is PRIA something that someone could, it's unique to the Hampton Roads Peninsula side, but what if somebody living in Texas or Florida? What would you recommend?
Oh, what I would do, they have like local PRIAs all over the country. So, for example, in Norfolk, they have another type of association.
Okay.
So what I would do is go on Google and just put in local Meetup, and Meetup is an app that I use.
Okay.
And just type in real estate investing, and it'll pop up in your area.
So Real Estate Investors Association, first thing to get them to join in wherever they're at.
Exactly. That's what I would do.
All right, guys, you hear that? Get educated. Join your local RIA. So, Greg, as I've been passing you over time and I've seen you on the internet, you have Napoleon Hill talks about the art of having a pleasing personality. Tell me a little bit about how you come to that. You're such a approachable person.
That's a great question. As we were saying earlier, just honestly, genetics. God gave me good parents, and God gave me the ability to realize what's important, respect for others, integrity, character. Humility. Those are things that I stand true to and that are fundamental that I go by, regardless of real estate or any area. Just respect for people. Yeah, that's a life concept I use, and I just apply to real estate.
Okay. So where did you learn this stuff? I mean, some people. I was hanging out with another client yesterday, and he was telling me, Chris, I can't communicate with people. You know, he has a problem with communication, and you have no problem with that.
Right. Again, man, naturally, like, we can just vibe.
You said something about at school. You were
at school. I was the conflict mediator. My
that?
fourth grade teacher made me do that. If Miss Edwards is watching this, thank you. Because no, actually, like, when children get in trouble or whatever, I was a third party to kind of mediate what was going on. So why did you throw the paper ball at Susie? You know, and they kind of go about it, and I just kind of know
in middle school.
Yeah, in middle school.
Good God.
Yeah. So I guess, you know, people seem an easing, welcoming type of spirit, and I'm just blessed to be able to use it in real estate.
Yeah, I think it's important. Well, tell me how that has affected your entrepreneurial workings, that one would say. Because you have to talk to people every day,
like
contractors, title companies,
yeah,
homeowners.
This is a quick little story. I was at the YMCA in a little jacuzzi. It was a 73-year-old Caucasian gentleman, and my boy was like, "How are y'all talking about World War II?"
Oh,
I'm like, I don't know. We just started talking. He said, "You never made this man a day in your life," and he's telling you about his, third divorce. Like, so it's like building the rapport.
Building rapport
is actually a very strong attribute to have when it comes to dealing with people, because they want to do business with you. Like, I feel good energy from this person. I can see myself giving him this service because that's what he does. And everywhere I go, I'll just let it be known that I do real estate, or just to say, if you know anybody that's trying to sell a property, or if you know any relatives, we can do a joint venture on a deal. I always try to still, integrate them getting paid as well, so they can refer me to more people.
Interesting. That's funny you mentioned that, because my wife says the same thing. Everywhere I go, I'm just talking. I mean, you just say anything. I think people, they want to tell you stuff. What do you think, Greg?
They can't wait. All you have to do is just throw the lead out and just listen. And you can plug it in some kind of way to make both sides win, man.
I think so too.
Yeah.
The questions.
Open-ended questions are the best. And let them finish it. They'll finish it every time.
All right, open-ended question. Do you hear from a master here?
Yes.
Okay, now, I got my notes here. I was reading. I'm trying to stay read up, my brother. I'm trying to keep my books up.
You're very knowledgeable.
I'm doing what I can, bro.
You just spit out the scriptures and quotes just like that, man. I gotta get there. I really do.
But you know what? I wasn't always like that. I read a lot of books now.
Right.
But I didn't enjoy reading until literally, I gotta be honest, until I turned 28, when I really started reading and comprehending.
You realize how important it was. Like, these books, is there information in it? Yeah. There's good information in books. So read, kids. Make sure y'all read.
And As a Man Thinketh, he talks about in order for a man to gain much, he has to sacrifice much. Greg, I just wanted you to talk to me a little bit about what you have sacrificed over the years being a successful real estate entrepreneur.
Oh man, so for starters, I sacrificed my my income tax money, and that may be something that's light, but to get $3,000 or $4,000 when you're 23, that's a lot of money. But so I sacrificed my first piece of money to an ad campaign.
Okay.
And then that generated leads, which in turn gave me a deal.
Got you. Now,
so
your ad campaign is going to be direct mail. We say ad for our viewers that don't know what ad campaign.
Yeah, direct mail. This is basically where you market to a certain list of individuals, i.e. absentee owners,
yeah.
Foreclosures, whatever.
Yep.
And then you deploy mail to those individuals, and they call you back.
Yep.
And then you work a deal and go from there. So that's how I started.
Ad campaign. I got that down. Ad campaign.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Yes. And
that's the first. I'm sure of many.
Oh,
so
sacrifice. Yeah. Oh man, honestly, just. Oh man.
I'm not talking about financially though, Greg. I mean time-wise, family-wise, perhaps not spending money where you wanted to do it, perhaps.
Right. Honestly, like for myself, sacrifice. This isn't even sacrifice to me.
Okay.
I wake up in the morning and love it.
I mean, I'm sure you do.
And I integrate it with my life. So I may be on the phone texting a little bit too much sometimes.
All right. My
girl be like, "Golly, Becky, you just gotta get off the phone for a second." But
you texting business stuff?
Business stuff, yeah.
Gotcha.
Because it never ends. You have to be responsive when it comes to deals. You can't let an hour go by because the deal can be gone. Yeah, so you have to be responsive. And people like that. When I respond to you, just give me a courteous amount of time. text back and forth. I would just kind of make it out the way, especially if it's a little simple task or a simple question.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're at the stage where you look forward to doing the deals.
Oh, absolutely.
You enjoy
the process.
The process. Gotcha.
The process. Absolutely.
Okay. I love talking to you, Greg, because I kind of feel myself being where you were. I'm like, I want to get that back. I'm like, I enjoy real estate. I do love it because there's no other business like it in the world, obviously. But it can be challenging.
Yes, very.
It can be challenging when you've got 2, 3, 4, 500,000, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Out, my brother. So we'll get to that.
Yeah, waiting for it to come back.
Yeah.
I'm with you right now.
All right.
Right. Yeah.
So people see you on the internet, Greg. All we see is mostly results. Say somebody would go to your Facebook page or see something you're doing or a house that you have. We see the results, but I want to talk about the effort that you had to put in to get to where you are.
Oh wow, the effort. Everything is behind the scenes. You know, like when you posting a video, it's pretty much the glorious part of the process, the result of what it is. But needless to say, to get that deal, I had to make tons of phone calls. I had to hear 100 no's. I had to do all those things to get that one deal that I'm showing on my Facebook page.
There you go.
So basically, it takes a lot of diligence and it takes a lot of chomping at the bit and plugging away with resources and just keeping yourself as noted as you can.
Okay. And you tell me before when you first got started, you were a little bit discouraged. For our viewers, a lot of people get discouraged with the process. Tell me more about that feeling.
Yeah, the process. So, you know, you'll see.
You said you were the king of discouragement. Did you say that?
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
What did you say? The king of something.
I was the king of the no or something. Whatever it was basically like you have to get familiar with failure and not really see it as failure, but just seeing it as another way to hear a yes. Mm-hmm. So man.
When you starting out, tell me about that.
Starting out, you just see videos. You want to make $100,000 in 2 weeks? Yeah. You want to go on a vacation? Like all those type of things that kind of suck you in. But the reality of it is, you have to really stay at it. You have to really plug away, find your cash buyers, market for motivated sellers. Mm-hmm. That's the way to generate business, is to put yourself out there, and to do that, it takes action. Rather it be the multitude of marketing strategies, but you have to implement one of them and stay at it.
Okay.
Because it's different ways, but just stay at whatever you're doing. Just stay consistent.
Okay. So no doubt you got a lot of no's starting off, like we all did.
Yeah.
And you got frustrated. What helped you to keep moving to get that yes, right?
And honestly, I have a lot of my fellow workers and everything, but what's keeping me motivated is financial freedom and getting away from the systems of like what I'm currently going through sometimes, in terms of just like the current job,
thing, like working 40 years.
Yeah, 40 years to get a gold watch, one vacation a year, like that mold doesn't fit me. Mm-hmm. And I'm not discouraging working jobs, but you have to have a plan to achieve whatever goals and desires you want.
Whatever you want, yeah.
Regardless.
Because some people might not even want this. Well, they might love that.
But still get 10 rental properties and let that supplement your lifestyle. You don't have to do real estate full time, but put it as part of your portfolio so you can add to your income.
Yeah. So you let's talk about your first year. Calls coming in, bunch of no's. How'd you get over it? How'd you know that the deal? Because a lot of my coaching clients are like, I went to 10 deals. This didn't cut out for me. I can't do this business.
You have to want it. You have to want it more than anything. You have to think about it, because the more effort you put into it, you're closer to that yes.
Okay.
So you just can't stop. You know, if you're trying to achieve health, you can't just go to the gym one time and say, you know what, yeah, I think I'm getting right. No, you have to continuously go and make that a habit, which is part of your lifestyle. So once you make it part of your lifestyle, the results will come from it.
Gotcha. So you're saying turning it into a lifestyle as opposed to an action, a one-time action.
Yes, because it's not no one thing you can do in real estate to be successful.
So much, right?
Is you have to implement, and that's more so like you just said, planting seeds. You know, for the next year or 6 months out. Same thing with I'm invested on a couple of properties that I'm not getting a return right now from. You have to have patience too. That's another virtue. Patience is a number one thing I would say.
In real estate.
In real estate, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Places break out the deals. Even if you buy one, you might not see that immediate return.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay. So that perhaps do you do rental property too?
I don't do real property. Not yet, at least. That's the goal.
Okay, what's your focus then right now?
Focus right now is wholesaling. But I think wholesaling, if you're a seasoned investor, that's always going to be part of your strategy.
Yeah.
So wholesaling, and right now I'm flipping right now.
Flipping, regarding renovating.
Rehabbing, yes.
Rehabbing stuff. Okay.
All right, so one of the philosophies that's important is to work your 5 to 9 just as hard as you work your 9 to 5. Meaning,